for what I have and where I am at, this is as good as I can get it. The poor little switch is just pumping its heart out, okay? It is really cranking. And we're going 90 miles an hour on the transformer, which is, you know, it only goes to 100 or so, right? 120. So if I go faster, well, that's 100. There's 110. At 110, right at full blast, it just goes to nothing. And then I bring it back to 90, it picks up again. 60, 30, 20. Now, if you have a load, you ought to realize you're going to be pulling a train. See? So you're going to be slow pulling the train, and you're going to get the full chuff. So even at 100, with a load, it may be pulling at that RPM of a 90. You know what I'm saying? It may make it. But I was impressed. I had to make some tweaks. I have to admit it. I had to do some adjustments, but nothing out of the ordinary. It's a little piece of spring steel, more or less. And we got it. You might be able to pick up a little S-bend in that lever. But it's there. And it does work better on the normally closed circuit. I can get a longer stroke out of it than if I'm on the normally open. That means it needs to be in contact longer, and it can make contact better than it can release contact, so we get a better pulse in that regard. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to wire it up, solder it up, and start and put the smoke in and see how it works, and make sure the smoke trigger is still doing what it's supposed to. But I'm okay. I'm okay. It's as good as I've had in a long time, ever, just about. It's better than the ERR stuff. It would crap out before this. And it's intermittent. You can tell it. That's just the nature of the beast. I think with a load, we're going to find out it's going to be better than it sounds. Maybe. I feel it. Okay. That's what I feel. So I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to get on to wiring up the puff and brake and idle and smoke, and let's see how the smoke works, and start. I don't have the new parts to build a new board yet. They're coming probably this coming week, so I've got a board for them. I just don't have the parts to assemble it, but I may try to, you know, just put something together that is semi-reasonable and that we could at least, without putting a body on it, could run it. And if it's reliable and works well and I start to get the smoke where I want, I can mount the smoke, and then I could hook it up to its, right? I could take this off and give it a direct link like the Atlantic and just run the chassis. I know everybody goes nuts when I run chassis on the end, on the train, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know? Hey, when are we going to see a real train? You know, I don't know. I'm an engine guy. I just like engines. I could run a V8 on a stand in the garage and I might be happy, as long as it was supercharged. Okay, that's where I'm at. Later, gang.